What's up guys, Marjack79 here. We are back again today with another Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super action figure review. Today we're taking a look at the SH Figuarts Krillin, the Earth's strongest man. The 2.0, the 2.3, the 3.0, the 3.5, whatever you want to call him. This is the new version of Krillin, and I am so excited to get him in. We ordered him from P Bandai. I'm lying. We did order him from P Bandai, but of course that has not came out yet. But we did order him from Amazon Japan. Paid 66 bucks for him. I couldn't wait. I think I'm done with P Bandai, man. I just can't do it anymore. This is the last few figures that I'm going to be ordering from that site. From this point forward, I'm going to have to move on to Nin, the other more reputable Japanese sites to get my Dragon Ball figures, man. That's all it is to it. I'm jumping ship. I'm so excited to get him in. We're going to do a review, detailed, and we're going to do a comparison of the 1.0 Krillin. As I take a look at this Krillin, man, I still love this figure 100%. This is so good, man. I think the biggest thing with the 1.0 Krillin, I want to see if one of these heads will fit onto the 1.0 Krillin body. I hope it does, because I still would love to keep this on the shelf, especially since it's essentially the same outfit, the same character, just updated. So get a look at him in the box here. Oh, this looks so good. I cannot wait to crack this baby open. Flipping around to the side, flipping around to this side. Looks good. Krillin has always been one of my favorite characters, man. I know he has that folder for always getting killed or whatever, but he has some of the coolest moves in all of Dragon Ball, in my opinion. The Solar Flare, the Destructo Disc, the Command Now. You gotta love him, man. The Sensu Beans pose, stoic face, screaming face. I'm so excited. All right, let's crack this baby open, man. Let's get started. All right, peeps, so now we're back, and oh my God. I don't want to make any early predictions or anything, but I would be shocked, just based off aesthetics alone, if this didn't make the top 10 action figures of the year. This is it. This is the definitive Krillin that if you jumped into the SH Figuarts game late and you were trying to not pay $200 or something for this Krillin, this is the one. This is the Krillin that we've been waiting for. Holy crap, dude, he looks so good. He looks so good, man. The proportions are right. Spin him to the side here. Oh, dude, he looks so good. There's the back, the Turtle Hermit symbol in the back. Chrome Dome looks good. Now, I did see some rumblings that the head was too big. Stop it. Do you even watch Dragon Ball, bro? Do you even watch it? Krillin's had a big head from the time I first saw him in the Raditz saga in Dragon Ball Z. When I went back and watched Dragon Ball, his head was big. All the way up until Dragon Ball Super, Krillin's head has always been big. Stop it. All right, let's go through these accessories here. So we have the scared face, the screaming, key blasting face, the angry, serious face, and then the stoic face. I think what I'm already planning to do, I'm going to put the screaming face on this one and pose him with the Destructo Disc, and then I want to put this stoic face, because I just love this so much. I want to put that on this Krillin here. Hopefully it'll fit. Now we may even use some sticky tack just to get it on there properly, because there's no way. I even thought about selling this one, but no, I'm going to keep them both. Look at that Destructo Disc. Look at this Destructo Disc compared to the first one. Come on, man. Forget about it. Low-key, I know probably some of y'all didn't know or notice, because I've never actually talked about this Krillin on the channel before, because he just came out before I even started it. Yeah, this Krillin is that old, man. It doesn't even have the ridges, and it's low-key broke, because this Krillin fell off my shelf. Destructo Disc broke. It's supposed to have a little top portion here, but this has been gone forever, so yeah. Solar Flare hands here. This is not the instant transmission. This is the Solar Flare for Krillin. Dinguses. Kung Fu hand. He has some key blasting hands, Kamehameha hands, holding a Sensu Bean hand. This is the pegged hands that you're going to use for the Destructo Disc. You can put it in the right or the left. There's our other Kung Fu hand there. Let's go ahead, let's run through his articulation here. Head, down, up, tilt, tilt, rotate 360 degrees. Arm, straighten it out. Rotate that 360 degrees. Is on a butterfly joint, the entire shirt piece here. So keep that in mind. Bing. Make sure you keep that pushed up. You can shift it downwards, shift it upwards, shift it forward, shift it backwards on a full butterfly joint, full range of motion for that shoulder. Oh, and that is perfect when you're trying to get him into the Kamehameha pose. I always had trouble perfecting the Kamehameha pose with the 1.0 figures, but the 2.0 and 3.0 figures have really gotten the joint down to where the pose is pretty easy to make. Elbow joint all the way up, down, bicep swivel, wrist rotate, push it up, push it back, tilt it, and tilt it. Neck, I'm trying to see if the neck moves. No, the neck does not move. But the chest, push it out, push it in, tilt it, rotate, and rotate it. See, that's a little tight, so I don't think it can rotate 360. That chest can't. It forces me to stop it right there, so I'm not gonna force that. But the ab, let's see if the ab can. The ab can rotate to the left and to the right, but again, the peg stops, so it doesn't allow me to rotate it 360 degrees, but that's okay. I'm not really that concerned with all that. Leg, kick forward, kick backwards. Oh, and don't be an idiot and try to force that and break your figure and then go on the oops and, oh, my Krillin broke. Well, whose fault is that, dingus? I'm showing you right here. Don't do it. Kick backwards. All the way. Bing. Rotate the thigh to the left, to the right. That can be rotated 360 degrees. Knee joints. It's just so hard to master the knee joints when it comes to these baggy orange pants. The Goku runs into this issue as well. There's just no way to make that look pretty. It's kind of the same thing here with the Turtle Hermit outfit. Ankle, push down, push up, toe joint, up, tilt, tilt. No knee swivel, no shin swivel. That's all right, though. That's all right. All right, man. That articulation is great. Let's see, the belt cannot be moved. That's pretty statuish, so keep that in mind. Looks like it could be rotated upwards, down, so you can get that wind flowy action if you want to do that, like that. But it can't be moved within the figure itself, though. So let's get some poses going on here, man, and then we'll be right back. Okay, now as I was pulling the Krillin head out, I was quickly noticed that the peg for the Krillin heads is completely different than any other figure from Dragon Ball that I've ever seen. So it's a pretty different peg. It's pretty easy to just slide in and out. I mean, just push it in. There you go. Simple, man. But kind of makes me sad because then I don't know how I'm going to get one of these heads onto this Krillin body here. So I guess we'll have to see, man. Can I just say before I even start this posing segment, if you hate on Krillin, if you're in like some of the Dragon Ball groups and you just have a bad habit of hating on Krillin, we can't be friends. We cannot be friends. Dude, he's such an awesome character. I don't care what anybody says, man. I really do love this character. I mean, I love the whole anime in general. There's just no denying it. You got him pose right here, man. You throw Goku in there and with his 1.0 counterpart. I mean, it's just an awesome update to this figure, man. I mean, it's really no comparison. This destructible disc is technically trash now. I cannot wait to get that off of this figure and try to put him in a more stoic pose. It's such a major improvement. This is definitely how he's going to get posed onto the shelf, but I'm going to go through a couple of more poses before we get him to the museum. And unfortunately, unless you want your 1.0 Krillin to not have a neck, that's just not going to work, man. Even if we try to put some sticky tack on there, you would have to put like a block for just how big this hole is in his head to try to get that to peg onto this figure properly. Now, of course, it wouldn't be Krillin if we didn't get him in a scared, crapless pose here. He comes out so good, man. Look at that. He's holding sensu beans. Looks like he's looking at Cell. Please, Mr. Cell, don't. So good. We did take our 1.0 Krillin and put him next to Goku here. That comes out so good. We're just going to keep this Krillin on the review stage, man. Let's move on to the next pose here. I feel like I always do the Kamehameha normal pose when I do characters that can do the Kamehameha. So I figured I'd change it up and do the powering up the Kamehameha pose. Look at that. You got him with the side eye power green going on here. It comes out good, man. Powering up the Kamehameha here. You can probably easily get one of those effects that comes with the Goku sticking in his hands. That would come out great, man. But I'm very satisfied with that pose as well. Kind of tempted to pose him on the shelf like that as well. And next we have Krillin in his solar flare pose, which is so funny. I guarantee if you never watched the original Dragon Ball, you would think that Krillin created the solar flare. It's actually 10 that made it, but Krillin used it so often in the anime that he even used it more so than 10 or Goku. It comes out good, man. Necessary articulation out of the butterfly joints in the shoulders and the elbows to be able to get this pose down effectively. It looks amazing. Unless something crazy happens, I'll review 10 other figures that's just outstanding. This is most definitely getting a spot in the top 10 figures of the year. Easily the best figure I've reviewed so far this year, for sure. That's gonna do it, man. So this is the pose, like I said, that I chose to put onto the shelf, and this is a must-have for your collection, especially if you don't have this Krillin already on your shelf. This is a no-brainer. I would also say it's a no-brainer to go ahead and update from this Krillin to this Krillin. I mean, he's only 66 bucks. I feel like that's extremely cheap in the Figuarts game, even from Japan. This is a must-have figure. He came out so good, I promise you. Even if you're not that much of a Krillin fan, if you're a fan of the anime, if you're a fan of Dragon Ball in general, this Krillin is a must-have for your shelf. If I see anybody post like their collections in the future and they don't have this Krillin, I'm going to be like, what are you doing? You're losing, man. You're losing. You've got to get this Krillin. All right, let's move these guys back to the museum and we will finish out here. Now we're back and now we have our Krillin added onto the shelf, and what a hell of an upgrade, man. I cannot get over this, man. I don't know if any of y'all have ever noticed before, but I always pose Krillin with the Dragon Balls as well. I feel like either him or Bulma have summoned the dragon like more so than anybody. The 1.0 Krillin will always have a special place in my heart. I will never get rid of that figure, but the update here is just astounding. I mean, I feel like between the 1.0 to the 3.0 Krillin, I mean, I feel like that upgrade is better than a lot of the upgrades that we've seen from the classic characters, man. I mean, truly. So good. I mean, low-key, I would love a Saiyan Saga Krillin or a Tournament of Power Krillin without the blue underneath shirt, but this one will still suffice for the shelf for how many decades in the future that we have until we get another updated figures of all these characters, man. So, because I do not see this line dying anytime soon, as you can see, because you got people like me that just give all the money away to support this line. What can I say? I love this stuff, man. I am looking for just a Vegeta body, either the Broly movie body or the Saiyan Saga body. I just need an extra one, honestly. So hit me up in the comments if you want to do some trades. I mean, these is like some of the figures that I would have to trade, like that first release sale, the Nappa, the Piccolo, the Vegeta, God Goku down there, and the Beerus would be stuff that I'd be willing to trade off. So hit me up in the comments if you want to, help your boy out and send me just a body. I don't need the head or the hands or the accessories. I just need the body. That's it, man. So, alrighty, if you enjoyed the video, do me a favor, hit that like button. We do virtually every SH Figuarts Dragon Ball figure that gets released. I still need to get Bulma. Kefla, I just ordered her from Nin. She is on the way. And then, I don't know who's after that, but whoever it is, we will get that and review that and add it to the shelf as well. You can follow me at youtube.com/markjake79. I'm also on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. And as always, my friends, you gotta love it. I will see you guys on the next one. I'll catch you guys later. Bye.